I'm here with Alicia Barber, who is a grad student in the Department of Labor Studies and Employment Relations. She's getting her MS degree in HRER. And the interesting thing, beyond the fact that, and you know, who would even need anything more interesting than an HRER major, is Alicia has already gone to one Olympics, and she's preparing for her second Olympics.
Yes.
And she also, I'm very lucky, she's my grad student, so being that I'm also interested in running, Alicia, what can you tell me? I mean, what can you tell me about preparing for running?
Well, mentally, I think the first part of any sport is mentally, being bought into the whole experience and knowing that, it's going to take a lot of hard work and dedication, and you to have a good support system behind you if you aren't mentally ready yourself. Training is very, very hard, and it takes a lot of time. I mean, I've been running since the age of 5, and it got doing hurdles since the age of 11. So you have to be dedicated. That's the key thing. If you don't have that dedication, you're not going to get to where you really want to go and achieve. I mean, as they're always saying, like, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And I've always lived by that philosophy. So what exactly do you want to know? Like the training, what do I do personally, or what you want to do to get to where I am? Because it's going to take a lot.
What do you mean it's going to take a lot?
I mean, I've been running since the age of 5, so, just physically get into shape. Yes. Lifting, doing core stuff. I mean, if you're doing it for personal, happiness, then yes, just doing a little gym. I mean, get into a good gym where you can have a good trainer who knows you, who can study you, who knows and monitor your progress. You don't want to just jump in and just do whatever you want, because you can hurt yourself,
Like, well, give me an example of someone who might have hurt themselves not knowing what the heck they were doing.
I can attest that I have been someone who hurt themselves, like during the summer when I was in Germany. I didn't have my trainer there, so I just thought, you know what, let's just make this up. And when I was in Germany, I got hurt, and they had to send me to the hospital there, and it was very, very difficult because they were speaking in German, and I was like, I don't know what you're saying to me. Can you please speak English? So, like, you have to be very, very important to pay attention to details, and you can't lack focus when you're in a weight room or when you're running, because when that moment you lose focus is where you can hurt yourself.
So what do you do in the winter when, there's snow outside? What do you think about running outside?
Oh, I mean, that's one thing I love about Penn State. We have one of the top indoor facilities in the world. I think we're ranked 3rd. We have an indoor gym, indoor track, and it's all in one building. So you don't have to go to different buildings on campus. You can just be in one building. And then we also have a core room as well, where we have the med balls, everything that you need to just work on core stability.
Okay, so what would you recommend for me as I'm getting ready for the Tussey Mountain Back that is next October 23rd, 2011?
And you're going to be running? How long, how far is that?
Well, it's a relay, so it's going to be 2 legs, and it might add up to be about 10 miles altogether, a little less.
Okay, I think, well, first of all, you're going to have to just build your endurance, and that is just simply doing a lot of running. Maybe, I don't know how long you run now, but if you're running maybe 10, 20, and you just increase your mileage, as often as you can in that period. You have a little less than a year, so it's not like you have to, crunch time where you have to try to throw everything together. So you have enough time where you can do what you need to do, not hurt yourself, focus, and be fully prepared for it. So just making sure you increase that. Get in the gym. And I know you love going to the gym, so that should be no problem for you. Going to the gym, building up your strength and power. That's what you're looking for. Is if you're going up hills, you're going to need that power to take you up the hills. And I know how you love, that's the thing you thrive on. You love the challenges of going up the hill. So if you can get stronger in the weight room and increase your mileage, and you should be good to go. But you have that time period, so don't feel like you're in that period where you need to crunch and just rush everything. Take the time. Slowly do everything, because I need you to be here next semester for me to give me my assignment. So just take your time in doing it. I mean, if you want me to run with you, I'm more than willing to run with you.
Only in your case, it'd probably be like a walk. Well, I'm running and you're walking.
Yes, because like my main event is 100 hurdles. So I mean, every morning I do 30-minute runs, and but the pace I kind of consider it a morning walk. the pace I go, because after like 10 minutes, you know, my asthma starts to kick in and it becomes harder for me to breathe. But hey, I'm more than willing. As long as I have my inhaler near me, we can go for that 30-minute run together.
that should be a video in itself, just to get that visual.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny. All right, well, thank you, Alicia, for that insight. I am on crunch time, actually, because I'm going to be running that 5K for first night on New Year's Eve. So.
Oh, okay.
And then the next morning, I'm going to go do the polar bear plunge. Yeah, so I was thinking that would be...
make sure you're taking care of your body as far as hydrating and recovery. You know, make sure you ice in after. I mean, you need to make sure your muscles are recovered, you know, before you go into doing something else. You don't want to overwork your muscles.
All I have to do with the polar bear plunge is like walk in the water, go underneath the water, and come out.
Okay, so that should be
it's in the Susquehanna River. So it's just a little like wake up kind of routine for New Year's Day.
It's just and you have a lot. Make sure you get protein and you're taking your vitamins. I just really want you to be like on the right path of making sure you get to where you need to be for this in October. So.
Yes, me too. Thanks, Alicia.
You're welcome.